Hey guys, it's me, Sloan. How do you explain brotherhood? Well, I was born into a family and I had two little brothers and a sister, and I didn't have very much camaraderie with them. I was the um, parental figure in that household for a while. And so when I left, I didn't have that bond with them because they weren't my children. But when I left that house, I forged that bond with several people along the way. One of the first ones being a guy named Gerson, whose mom, bless her, like we walked into the house because he and I had been hanging out for months at the time, and he had seen me going from house to house or staying out with Karina, who was like my brother too. She, it's a brotherhood bonding thing. Um, and he brought me home one day when I didn't have anywhere else to go, and as we were walking through the door, his mom's like, "Who's this?" And he goes, "Oh, hey, mom, that's my sister Pepsi." And she's just like, "Oh, okay." She turns around. She goes, "You staying for dinner?" She's staying the night. Okay. It was all okays. Like, it was just accepted. I was everyone's little sister. And it was a beautiful thing. It was a very, very beautiful thing. I finally had family. When I was adopted into the club, it was just easy for me to forge that bond with the brothers there. Maybe not all of them, but a good number of them. And then I forged that bond with brothers of other clubs. And I realized very early on that being an independent meant I could keep those bonds intact because I would never have to go to war with anyone. But if I put on patches of one brotherhood, I would have to then choose sides between my brothers and my brothers one day. And I couldn't stand the thought of that, to lose my brothers over something so trivial as a gang issue. You know what I mean? I couldn't do that to myself, and I couldn't do that to my brothers. And so I've always remained independent because then I could always be loyal to my brotherhood bonds. Now, that being said, I have sisters that fall into that brotherhood bond. And I say brotherhood bond because it is a whole different kind of bond. I've been there with my brothers and had this tight bond that's like, I have your back in everything. I will cook for you. I'll clean for you. I'll give you my, use of my home. You are a part of my life. I will give you advice. I will be sarcastic with you. I'm open with you. A sisterly bond is very different in that, there is some jealousy and competition in that. Um, I've never been good at that. There's always the I want to give you advice. Don't go with that man. Do go with this man, and it's all a lot about that. And I've never been into guys like that where I cared about anyone else's opinion. To me, sadly, I'm much more like my dad, where men in my life were always just disposable pieces that you use and toss when you're done with them. And so there's that. But my brothers, I would never toss. My brothers are forever. You don't sleep with them. You spend your time with them and you get to know them and you help them out and you're there for them. And that's what you do with your brothers. And it's the same as what I did with my sister Karina. I call her my sister, but she's part of my brotherhood because we have that bond. Not the girly, I will do your hair and your makeup kind of bond, but the I will be there for you and have your back kind of bond. Sometimes girls are like that, but for the most part, it's not. I think girls are rather venomous when it comes to that sort of thing. So I prefer my brotherhoods, even if I have to toss my sisters in there. You know what I mean? It's just different. It hits differently. So yeah, brotherhood bonding. That's what I miss about my teenage years. Because now I just have my brothers. We don't, I mean, we bond, sure, once, maybe twice a year, and we keep in touch over memes and reels and stuff like that. But like, we don't hang out like we used to. We don't raise hell like we used to. And I don't know, I guess I miss it. You know what I mean? But that's the brotherhood bond. And I have my brothers. I have my brothers everywhere. I just don't have to wear a patch to prove I'm their sister, you know? And I love that. On that note, I will talk to you soon. Bye.